Hey folks, this is Soul with your reminders of what's coming up this week in Warcraft. Hit the like button, subscribe for more content, catch me on stream, and let's talk up some hotfixes in case you missed them. Leveling through the Cobalt Assembly has proven to be more fun than the WoW team is letting us have, and has nerfed the experience gains to a point where it's no longer the best way to level, meaning it's been nerfed to the ground. Time Walking once again stands as the reigning champ of regular XP gains, although yes, it was sure nice being able to AFK for like an hour and level up. In the big shift, the WoW team also lifted the holiday requirement from many transmog pieces. Iconic holiday transmog like Santa hats and pilgrim outfits are still restricted. However, this change didn't come in the 10.05 patch, but in a hotfix, meaning that's all it takes to lift these restrictions. So as a sucker for transmog, I'm going to campaign to lift more of these restrictions, and I'll be sure to do more detailed coverage on appearance unlocks as we run into them from holiday to holiday. Speaking of, the Lunar Festival is going on for another week. Available transmogs include dresses, suits, and flower crowns. There are also multiple toys and other cosmetics, all unlocked through the spending of these coins of ancestry. These are obtained by wandering through several continents, including the Eastern Kingdoms and Kalimdor, Northrend, even the Dragon Isles. You talk to these elder NPCs, you get coins, and then you spend them. For the sake of achievements, I suggest talking to all of these elders at least once, but for the sake of coins, there's kind of a faster way. If you have enough alts, you can, per alt, pick up this quest here. It asks you to visit certain parts of Kalimdor and the Eastern Kingdoms to charge up a staff. Once that's completed, you will earn 25 of these ancestral coins. I found it to be a little bit faster to switch between multiple alts and repeating this quest while picking up a few coins from elders along the way. Since the unlocks that you get work account wide, you can use a character to unlock a few things and then just switch to another. Add it all up, and this will save you a few hours of time. On February 1st, local time, the trading post will be made available for the first time. So the first thing you want to do that day is head straight over to the trading post and complete an intro quest. It's basically to just take a tour of the feature and learn how it works. From there, you unlock a new UI on your Adventure Guide tab that tracks all sorts of activities that lead you to picking up a tender. This is an account shared currency, and you can earn up to 1,000 of this stuff a month, 500 for just being around. And this month, players get a bonus 500 as a grand opening bonus of sorts. Expect to have 1,000 tender available to immediately spend, and going forward, you only need to check your UI every now and then to see if there's more tender available to pick up. Then you swing back to the trading post to pick up goodies. The trading post only sells cosmetics and no player power. When you buy something, it shoots straight into your collection tab, so you don't have to worry about having to be on the correct character to buy something. You also have some time to refund it. While testing, I was able to buy a bunch of stuff, transmog it, and then refund it while still keeping the appearance. So test that at your own risk, I just wanted to point that out. From here, you can leave the feature alone if cosmetics don't interest you, but going forward, the game will track some of your activities and give credit towards gaining tender. Tender will roll over from month to month, and it's not yet known if there's an upper limit to prevent the perpetual hoarding of this currency. So let's take a look at the rewards for this month. Currently, the PTR is down, and the footage that I'm using is from a very early look, so a few things here may look different from the live version. At the top of the list is the Celestial Steed. It was the very first shop mount in WoW, and I fondly recall seeing a queue for people to buy it. So that's how it worked back then, and that queue sat upwards of 30,000 buyers. And now here it is, at zero cost for anyone who's interested. The Fury of the Fire Lord is a new item. It's a flaming mace with a familiar namesake. Garlock is a fun little ogre pet. I have no idea if this is a hint at future WoW content. I'm just finding it curious that this happened to be the trading post's first pet. The Swashbuckling Buccaneer Slops is a full ensemble, so multiple pieces to create this casual adventurer's look. This, by the way, has no armor restrictions. The Shattered Voidspire is a two-handed staff transmog and so is limited to staff users. Notice on the right that it identifies a lack of weapon proficiency based on the character that you're logged onto at the moment. The Operators and Infiltrators Bandolier is a back transmog that's mostly for hunters. Kind of an answer to Quiver transmog, it's not my favorite. I think I prefer something that fits the vibe of the Gob Squad, if you remember them, with dark clothes, the utility belt, that sort of thing. The Shard of Frozen Secrets is a pretty sweet looking dagger. The Azor Scale-Swung Longbow makes the shard feel a little bit less sweet. I'm going to pause for a second here. Notice that the big Celestial Steed costs a big 900 tender, meaning that we can claim that to Blizzard, 900 tender is equal to 25 bucks. As we've been going down the list, we've been moving to lower ticketed items, meaning that transmog can be pretty cheap compared to the rest of the stuff. Anyway, moving on, the Rosy Corsage is a reskin of a different corsage that we get from Dragonflight questing. The Fetid Bouquet is a high-res offhand set of flowers. The Vagabond's Rosy Threads is a two-piece transmog of the helmet and cape. Data mining suggests that this, along with other mogs here, will return as recolors in future rounds of the trading post. The Squire's Warhammer is exactly what it looks like, but it ought to look pretty sweet with an enchanting illusion. The Wanderer's Rosy Trappings, or the threads for that matter, might not come in your favorite colors, but I think it's a cool design that lets you pull off all sorts of different looks with the scarf appearance, which by the way counts as a helmet too. And finally, there's an iridescent war cloak to tell rogues, pick me first, pick me! With only so many points and way more stuff to buy, I think it's cool that you can choose one item to freeze, so it doesn't go away after the month is over. I'm likely to freeze the Fury of the Firelord weapon transmog and then pick up the ensembles and the hammer, and then I'll see what else interests me when the next month rolls around. Lastly, each month as you fill up the Traveler's Log, you get a special prize at the end. The prize changes each month, and in this case, you earn Ashadar, the Harbinger of Dawn. It's an updated Spectral Tiger variant that the trailer suggests changes color. My guess is that it changes with the day and night cycle. I'm not sure how that works in areas that don't obey a day or night cycle like Shadowlands or Silvermoon, but whatever, it's a mount that practically everyone is going to get access to. So what else is going down this week? The Battleground bonus event is going on, and the Temple of Hot Mogu is this week's brawl. It's the one where you pick up a ball and suddenly you die. Over in Mythic Plus World, the affixes are tyrannical, spiteful, and quaking. This could get obnoxious, but thankfully it's a tyrannical week. Stay spread for quaking, run away for spiteful, come back in for thundering. More than likely, there are going to be times when you've got to do two things at the same time, but I'd say the worst thing would be to get stunned by thundering. During trash, when the going gets tough, clear thundering for safety. The danger doesn't entirely go away during bosses, but without spiteful adds to worry about, it's a lot more manageable. The 10.07 patch isn't testable yet as of this recording, but hopefully it'll be up soon. It's well on its way to delivering on some big moments, like soon we're going to get an in-game look at the upcoming heritage sets, access to Forbidden Reach, and we could be in for some big class changes too, like with Ret Paladins that was already announced. I'm a bit surprised to see bigger changes like this coming when we're still in the middle of a season, but I think it's cool that they're not trying to wait. For now though, that's what we know is happening this week, and you can look forward to more WoW content from me. Just be sure to subscribe to the channel and catch me live on stream for a chat. Have a great week folks, and I'll see you next time. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
You start in town, getting up all the weeklies, then you head down, check the notice but there aren't any. Then you do a circle around the aisles, helping dragons for a while, do a hut, cook soup and some bounties, queuing for some dungeons, stopping invasions, helping the dragon nations. But in the end, you're just a gamer, you're just trying to get the big reputation, big reputation. Ooh, you and me were founding big reputations. That's what they were really trying to do. I want some transmog too. Done.